Hey guys, Dale Forney here, your real estate market expert for Snohomish County. Hope you're doing well today. I wanted to answer these questions for you because this is a big topic out there right now. I've been getting this question a lot. Are we going to lose value in our homes? Is there a market crash coming? So, created a several part series here, trying to break this up into bit-sized pieces to talk about. Let's jump into it. If you're interested in exploring this, take a look at my next few posts and you'll get the big picture here. So let's take a look at a couple of slides here. I'm going to, give me a second here. Let's get out of here and share with you my screen. We want to look back at history, right? If you don't know your history, you're destined to repeat it, as they say. So we want to look back at all the way back to World War II. Why do we want to go back that far? Well, that was about 76 years ago. We had this great thing called the GI Bill that helped a lot of our veterans returning from the war to have low interest mortgage opportunities and to pay for their education, all kinds of different things like that. It sort of ushered in the modern day housing boom. So they're able to get a piece of that American dream, buy their first home. And you can see from the chart here that prices have increased pretty steadily all the way until now, with the exception of one major downturn, which was, as we all know it, the housing, the mortgage crisis, mortgage meltdown, the Great Recession, whatever we call it, back between 2006 and 2008. So that's the area that we want to focus on. Because we want to ask ourselves now, is this going to happen again, right? The people are kind of smelling a little bit of similarity, right? Right now we're having these huge increases in our home prices the last few years, right? I mean, Snohomish County alone went up around, 23% or something like that this last year. So that's what we want to explore, and we want to do that by looking at objective data. And so I'm going to bring you some information over the next few days about that. A couple things to focus on. There were two main reasons why that meltdown occurred, why we had that crisis. Number one, we had very loose lending standards. Millions of loans were given to folks that did not necessarily have the ability to repay and did not have to show verification of job or income or assets to the extent needed, to the extent that we do today. They called those ninja loans: no income, no job, no income, no job, no assets. And so that was one thing. And the second thing was a lot of people were just pulling money out of their house like ATM machines almost, and spending it on things. In some cases, even pulling money out and investing it into risky assets, stocks. They call that equity harvesting. And so there's a lot of different reasons. And some folks just came across hard times, just like still happens even today. So but we had this happen at a very large scale, and so we all know what ended up happening. We had home values start to decline. Home values, some people were not paying their mortgages and started seeing that their home values were actually less than what they owed on the house. They started to walk away, let them go into foreclosure. We ended up having this massive flood of properties on the market that were in foreclosed situation, brought the prices down for everybody. So there's much more to it than that, but that caused that big downward, that big dip in that chart that you see. Well, we don't want that to happen again, and that's what folks are starting to take a look at. And so I want to share with you over the next few days why experts are saying that we are not in that same situation.